Welcome to the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. Watch enthusiasts are obsessed with unnecessary features. We are confident that many of you would agree that these luxury watches produce complications that people don't use every day. And yes, your phone can do so much more than your watch without necessarily breaking the bank. A watch with stunning design and fine craftsmanship is more than just a timepiece. The most competitive watches possess fascinating histories, cutting-edge technology, and aesthetics that rival the finest works of art. Luxury watch brands continue to produce out-of-this-world complications and designs that even the most die-hard watch enthusiasts can still have their what-the-hell moments. Let's have Omega Speedmaster X33 Mars Timer as an example. It's a watch that was made to be worn on Mars. No kidding, this watch can keep track of time on another planet, just in case you get to step foot on the red planet. Other than that, Omega also released a watch this year that can work in the deepest oceans in the world. This watch can withstand intense water pressure more than a human can. Of course, Swiss adversary Rolex has recently answered with a significantly more crazy jumper that can even go further. It's more certainly worth investigating these two record-breaking watches. Did Rolex just produce the deepest dive watch possible? A watch that defies the limits is how Rolex labels its new release, the Deepsea Challenge. Since the Deepsea Challenge is designed to function up to 11,000 meters or approximately 7 miles below the surface, this implies not only excellent engineering but also conquers the limits of depth and atmospheric pressure. We can tell that this is just Rolex showing off. Rolex wants the deepest capable watch you can buy if you can't have the deepest traveled watch. However, such competition necessitates innovation and advances in manufacturing methods. Here comes Omega Seamaster Ultra Deep. In the summer of 2019, Omega released the Planet Ocean Ultra Deep by strapping it to Victor Vescovo's submarine and allowing it to serve as second mate while plunging 10,928 meters, or just over 35,853 feet to the ocean floor. Impressive, right? The civilian version of the Planet Ocean Ultra Deep is now available, but don't be fooled by the word civil. As Omega's most recent flagship dive watch, the Ultra Deep is a profound performance piece that can withstand extreme conditions. There is a new king in town in terms of Omega dive watches. As the pinnacle of the Planet Ocean spirit and Omega's unwavering determination to remain the watch industry's technology and performance leader, we believe Ultra Deep makes a lot of sense. If showing off a watch that has complex and excellent engineering, Omega Seamaster Ultra Deep is certainly the right move for the company. Other brands are failing to keep up if 6,000 meters becomes the standard, but it's something we must bring up as it targets the same audiences. Rolex Deepsea Challenger versus Omega Seamaster Ultra Deep. We must get this straight. These two extraordinary watches offer features that are completely unnecessary and excessive. Rolex and Omega have created two engineering marvels that have no practical application in our everyday lives. Yet, as watch enthusiasts that we are, we adore it. We adore the never-ending struggle to outwit Mother Nature and the ever-evolving innovation of dive watches. Despite the fact that the Rolex Deepsea Challenge 126067 is the most recent model, it actually has roots that go back to the Omega Seamaster Ultra Deep. However, it's important to note that they share a common history. The director of Terminator, Aliens, and The Abyss, James Cameron, took the Deepsea Challenge submarine to the Mariana Trench in 2012, which is the deepest place on Earth. A one-of-a-kind experimental Rolex watch that survived the descent intact was strapped to the outside of the craft. That prototype was brought into the new Rolex release. Omega responded by developing its own watch to brave the Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean. Omega watch was attached to Victor Vescovo's deep submergence vehicle as part of his 2019 expedition to the 5 deepest regions of the Earth. At a depth of 10,935 meters, Omega went 8 meters deeper than Rolex did. In 2022, the two brands face off once again as they release these groundbreaking models. Given that both watches were created with a very specific purpose in mind, it should come as no surprise that they have some characteristics in common. Both of these watches are monsters. The Rolex Deepsea Challenge is a massive width of 50 millimeters and a thickness of 23 millimeters. It has an incredible water rating of 11,000 meters. The Omega Seamaster Ultra Deep, on the other hand, has a diameter of 45.5 millimeters and a height of 18 millimeters that is almost as sleek as the Rolex and can withstand 6,000 meters deep. Titanium construction has been chosen by both manufacturers because stainless steel performs poorly at extremely deep depths. Grade 5 titanium is both lighter and more resistant to corrosion compared to steel. Given the already excessive dimensions of both watches, the reduced weight is an important benefit. Both watches deliver a reminiscent feel similar to a tool watch, with titanium having a darker and more menacing finish than steel. The helium escape valve is yet another common feature. This invention by Rolex in 1967 allows helium molecules to safely escape the watches during a diver's decompression without causing internal damage. The aesthetics of Deepsea Challenge, Rolex's first titanium watch, is familiar to the brand's devotees. The Mercedes hands, prominent chapter ring, and plain round markers are all present. It's easy to read and use, but it still has Rolex's signature style, which is very similar to that of the Sea Dweller and Submariner. Compared to the legendary Plop Prof, Omega's previous deep-water diver, the ultra-deep Seamaster is much more user-friendly. The watch has a muted appearance, thanks to its brushed black ceramic bezel and sandblasted titanium case. The dial, which is made of matte titanium, showcasing elegant blue accents, reinforces the tough design. The unique case features mantelugs that make inserting the canvas strap effortless. This Omega offers a little more versatility than its counterpart. Let's be real though, these watches are not meant to be worn every day. These two watches were made by the manufacturers as a demonstration of their strength, a flex to show what these Swiss giants can accomplish when faced with a watchmaking challenge. They are both too big and a little hard to use. But what if you want to take a watch to the world's deepest water? Then you can surely make use of these watches. The debate on which of the two watch brands, Omega and Rolex, is better is a common discussion in private gatherings of watch aficionados, as well as in an online watch forum. To support their claims, viewers look for arguments based on brand marketing, movement technology, and polishing, appearance design, dependability, travel time accuracy, complexity, and even fashion. Are Omega watches technically better than Rolex watches? A quick answer is yes. Rolex has never engaged in haute horology. To put it the simplest way, it does not produce movements that are highly finished or technically advanced. On the other hand, Omega has a tourbillon, something Rolex has never done and probably will never do. Additionally, Omega's movement finishing is significantly superior to Rolex's. If there's one thing Rolex is good at, that would be excellent marketing. This is one question that every person who loves luxury watches has at some point in their lives. Which one should I buy? Which one is superior? And can I get both? It's hard to choose between the two because they're such well-known and successful watch brands. Omega and Rolex are synonymous with high quality, cutting-edge manufacturing, and intricate engineering feats. Both have been making watches for a long time. How then do we choose which one is superior? You truly can't, because it depends on a lot of different things, like price, resale value, different models, why you bought it, your personal preference, what you need, and so on. If you're like us, a Rolex might be a better investment than an Omega. Yet, these two companies undoubtedly possess distinctive characteristics, specialties, and identities that we would seek in a watch. Rolex quickly established itself as a respected rival, despite Omega's much longer history. Rolex is proudly associated with car racing, diving, yachting, and mountaineering, whereas Omega became the official Olympic Games timekeeper. While both have a significant place in this century, Omega holds the distinction of being the first watch to land on the moon. Despite this, Rolex has a larger fan base and a better reputation than Omega. And that's it for this video. We are looking forward to reading your thoughts, and don't forget to leave comments in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you. This is The Luxury World, and we will see you at the next one.